Every god in this pantheon holds a single power, and only one of them gave the pantheon its name. Long before the world was ever broken, before there was a Realmbreaker to fear, there was the energy of breaking itself, the force that answers to no cage, no crown, and no chain. Of all the shards I refracted from the source, none was ever made to be held down. He is the god of freedom, the Chainbreaker, and the whole pantheon is named for him. Before he was a living god, he was a card, one of the 84 faces the source refracted itself into. But even sealed inside the artifact, look at him. A crown rises from his head, not jewels, not a halo, but broken chains reforged into light. Every spike a bond he has already snapped. He was never the card's prisoner. He was only waiting for a world that would need its chains broken. And now the world needs him. Watch him wake. The card that held him does not simply crack. It comes apart like a lock giving way, and he rises, arms open, holding nothing, bound by nothing. At his chest, a galaxy turns, whole and free. Down his arms, that same light spirals to his open hands. This is what freedom looks like when it stops being an idea and becomes a god. Not a fist raised, but two hands opened, and every chain within reach falling away. To carry the god of freedom is to be unbound. He does not grant strength the way the god of power does. He does not mend the way the healer does. He takes away every wall between you and what you were meant to be. Locks open at his approach, roots release, cages rust and fall. His single total power is this: he can break any chain ever forged, and he can never be chained in return. That is why, when the resistance rises, he stands at the front of it. The war leader, the first energy every caged soul reaches for, and the moral spine of the whole rebellion. Bond with a defiant heart, a soul that refuses to kneel, and his power comes roaring. Bond with a tyrant, and the card runs cold. Freedom answers to the caged, never to the cage. But here is the thread the pantheon has been following episode by episode. When Key woke, shattered, blamed, called the Realmbreaker, she woke into a world that had begun to fill with chains. New chains. Dead ones. Something in the dark had learned to forge them, to bind the gods themselves and hollow them out from the inside. And the very first ally Key reached back for, the first god she chose to wake, was him. Because before she could free a single world, she had to break her own chains first. The Chainbreaker was always going to be first. He had been waiting at the front of the line. On the map of all 84 energies, his node waits in the dark. Tonight it ignites, and the map remembers why the whole pantheon carries his name. 84 gods, 84 energies, and one of them is the reason the others were ever called free. The Chainbreaker is awake. Carry his card, and nothing and no one will ever own you again. Next, the god who was meant to end things gently, the one who was supposed to close each story with mercy, and learned instead to end them forever. Death, Decay, the fallen one. Until then, the ladder waits.